Hey, so today I wanted to talk about something that I saw in a video that made me kind of think about some things. Not really. I didn't really think very hard. It was more just me kind of just being like, wow, that's annoying. And then thinking, like, hey, I could fucking talk about that because why not? But the thing I want to talk about is empty advice. Like, on, like, just from anyone at all. Like, whether it's someone on the internet or someone you know, there's like so many times and for like some people get like a lot of advice in their life, but it's never good advice. It's always just like it's always advice that never takes into account the person that they are talking to, right? Like, I guess like the best example would be like if someone was in a fucking wheelchair and someone was like, well, the best way to get yourself back to normal is just to both stand up, start walking, you know? That type of advice. The advice that doesn't fucking do anything. That advice that is just this bullshit where someone basically throws something at you that you just can't do. And granted, in that one's a more extreme example, right? For I guess like a better example would be like telling someone who has very bad social anxiety to just talk to a random stranger, right? That would be a less extreme example because the other one was basically like that was like ultimate like what the fuck type example. But I hate these things that are like people who they're just like assholes about the way they give their opinion because it's never just like or about how they give the advice. It's never just like trying to like make you understand this is this is what you could do to help yourself. This is what you could change. These are the maybe some ways you can ease yourself into doing some things. It's always just like the most brain dead fucking like advice. Like, I get it. To some people it's very easy to like pump out specific advice towards people and just say, well, if you're struggling with this thing, well then just stop struggling with it, right? It's like that old like joke on the internet that literally never fucking actually happened, but people on the internet like always made up this joke like it was like an actual thing that someone has said at any point. And it was the like, oh, if you're just depressed, well then just stop being depressed, you know? And like no one's ever actually fucking said that. But that was like a joke on the internet where people kept like posting like about it, like, man, that's the equivalent of someone just saying, "Oh, you have depression, well then just be happy," and like, and I've definitely had times when I've like talked to like my cousin or something, and there'd be like something would happen, and we would usually just like joke about stupid things, or we'd say something like for example, if like he got sick or something, I'd just be like, "Well, why are you sick? Just stop being sick," and then, it's like a joke, right? But there's genuinely people who believe this idea that if you just say, well, just if you're this way, then just stop being that way. Or, oh, if you can't do this thing, well, then just fucking do it. That would be like saying, I can't lift an elephant. And someone was like, well, if you can't lift an elephant, then just fucking lift the elephant. And it's like, I can't fucking lift the elephant. Just because you tell me to decide to lift the elephant does not mean I can lift a fucking elephant up. But the reason this kind of advice fucking annoys me is because, like, I've heard this type of advice from so many fucking people, right? Now, when I talk to like my cousin and shit, if he ever tells me anything like advice that'd be considered advice, it's usually good, right? But he's the only one that I've met that actually can actually give like sensible advice. Because everyone else in my family and anyone I've met in my life is probably the worst at giving advice. Because their idea of advice is just, hey, you can't do this thing? Well, then just go do it. What? You're like this? Well, then just stop being like that. Right? And I fucking hate this, like, idea of, like, thinking. Because I saw a video where this guy was just talking about some random shit, and then he just starts talking about how, like, oh, if you don't like going outside, if you're scared of going outside, you're scared of people, you're scared of, like, not having friends and you're a lonely person, just go outside. Just go outside. Like, going out, okay, firstly, going outside does not fix shit in that situation. Because if I go outside, what? Am I going to make friends with the fucking grass? Am I going to make friends with the fucking sun as it burns my retinas? No. But it's always like, oh, just go outside, go talk to people. And it's like, motherfucker, the whole point of a person not being able to do this shit is that they can't talk to people. You can't just tell someone who is not good at doing something to do something. And granted, yes, I could just push myself, right? Most people can push themselves to do something, but for a lot of people, they physically fucking can't. I have damn near passed out going to crowded stores because the amount of people around me about gave me a panic attack and made me pass out. Like, I physically cannot fucking talk to some people. I can't make friends. I can't go out and do things like a normal fucking human being could. So when I hear advice that is just this empty fucking bullshit of someone just being like, well, just go do this thing, all I can think is, fuck you. If it was really that easy, don't you think that everyone in the world would be happy right now? If this kind of fucking advice was so goddamn helpful, don't you think that people who are fucking struggling to have friends and be happy and just go outside and live a normal fucking life, don't you think that they would just go outside and fucking do it if it was fucking possible? It's not. It's fucking impossible because some people don't function like everyone else. Some people are fucking broken beyond repair and can't fucking function like a goddamn normal human, so we have to feel like we're fucking aliens as some dickbag tells us, well, just do this thing. It's so simple, as we can't even fucking leave our house because just looking outside scares the shit out of us and damn near puts us into a fucking coma because we can barely fucking look at things outside and think, what if I run into a person? That's terrifying to us, to just see someone, to see another fucking human being and think, damn, that's horrifying. I don't know this person. What could they do to me? They might do nothing, but they could do something. They could destroy my whole life. This person could call the cops on me and say that I did something horrible to them. This person could literally stab me to death. This person could like lure me in and then fucking mug me. They could do anything. Some people don't think like normal people. Some people don't live like normal people. Some people physically cannot do some things that normal people do because some people just aren't fucking normal. And some people have brains that are just wired to be completely fucked and just constantly shit. So I get angry when I see advice that's just, hey, go do this fucking thing. Like, excuse the fuck out of me that I can't fucking do something. I'm sorry that I can't just simply walk outside, stroll down the street. I see a guy walking down and I shake his hand and I say, hello, sir. Look at me. I'm a normal fucking human. Do you want to talk? Would you like to be friends? How about we fuck? Isn't that great? Because I'm sorry, but it's not fucking easy and it's not fucking simple. I can't do this. I can't do anything. So when I see this fucking advice, it fucking just makes me so goddamn mad because all I can think is, I wish that I could fucking live like this person. This person who just has this fucking mentality of, well, if you can't do something, well, then just fucking do it. I wish life was that easy. I wish that my brain worked that way. And I wish that people who struggle with that kind of shit had brains that fucking easy. Because life would be so much goddamn more simpler if we could just do the fucking things we wanted to do. But some of us fucking can't. No matter how hard we try, no matter how much medication we take, no matter what we do, therapy, all that shit, none of it fucking works. Or for me, it didn't work. I took medication for years. I went to therapists for years, and none of it fucking worked. I'm just fucked. So when I see people acting like, oh, it's so simple, you're just being a big fucking baby, I'm fucking sorry that I'm gonna get mad at that because it's my life. Because you're basically just saying that, oh, well, it's that simple in life, but it's not. I've thrown my whole fucking life away because I cannot move and I can't do shit because nothing that is supposed to help me works and I'm just fucked beyond repair. Like, it's just fucked. And to see someone trivialize it as it's just, well, you're just being a fucking baby, like, suck my dick. Because I can't fucking do shit. I just can't. I've tried. I've tried my whole fucking life to be normal. I have tried my whole fucking life to go places, to do things. When I was younger, back before my brain was so beyond fucked that I couldn't do anything, I tried. I tried going to the park. I tried going to stores. I tried going places. And every time I went somewhere, I met no one. I did nothing, or I got made fun of. I never got to do shit. And when I fucking went home, I cried because all that I could ever do was go somewhere and get picked on or left all alone, and nothing ever fucking changed that. And then I became a fucking adult and I was expected to just live like a normal human, even though you don't know how to do shit, and you have to take some like 6 fucking pills a day if you want to feel 1% normal, and you have to go see a really expensive person that sits there and tells you to fucking do something like, hey, why don't you think a positive thought about yourself? Like, motherfucker, I can't. You fucking get paid to sit there with a clipboard and fucking tell me that I just need to think happy thoughts, but I fucking regret to inform you that my brain does not work on happy thoughts, motherfucker. I can't do that. I can't think like that. It doesn't work. And that's why this shit makes me so mad. And this is one of the times where I can say that it's not just annoyance, it's not slight anger, it's actual fucking anger. Because who the fuck is anyone to tell anyone how they should think and live? Because some people fucking can't. And some people are different than you. People's thoughts are different than you. People's brains are different than you. My brain doesn't fucking work like every other human beings on planet Earth, just the same as other people's brains don't work like mine or others or anyone, because everyone's brain is on different lengths of shit and they do random shit. Because some people can't even have basic thoughts. Some people can't even visualize a person in their mind. Some people are literally hospitalized because of their brains. Some people literally just sit in their rooms like I do because of their brains. Some people are out there being celebrities because of their brains. So at the end of the day, to fucking pretend like everyone's brains are the same and that's just a simple, well, fuck you, stop being a baby, go do this fucking thing that you physically can't fucking do. Of course, I'm gonna get a little mad because it's about life. It is about life, the entirety of my life. The life that I threw away, the life that no longer means a fucking thing to me, I can't change because I myself can't change. You can't change your life if you can't change yourself. So if you can't change yourself because you physically can't fucking do anything, and then have people tell you, take medicine, go to therapy, just go outside, and then to repeatedly tell them that doesn't fucking work. And then have them say, well, there's something wrong with you, skill issue, like, whatever, okay? Like, this shit, this empty advice of just be happy, just go outside, just be normal, just be normal, just be normal. It is empty. Because every fucking time I see someone in my family outside of my cousin, because like I said, he usually gives good advice, or in most of the time we don't really talk about advice related things, but when I talk to anyone in my fucking family, any fucking time, every fucking piece of advice that comes out of their mouth is the most brain dead empty shit I've ever heard in my life. Just this constant bullshit drivel of, well, I mean, you should just go outside. You should just go to a gym. You should just go do this thing. Why don't you just go do this? Why don't you just be a normal human being? Why don't you have a girlfriend? Why don't you do this thing? Why don't you just take medication? Why don't you just go to therapy? Why don't you just go do this fucking thing? It's so fucking simple, isn't it? It's so fucking simple. It's so fucking simple. It's simple, isn't it? Teehee. The point being... Sorry, I'm getting very fucking heated if you couldn't tell. I guess heat is not the right term. Heat is more of a term for like gaming. I'm getting more angry just in general. But to be fair, I'm overreacting. I guess I have a flair for the melodrama, don't I? I like to put on a bit of a spectacle with my words. Sometimes I like to just be like, I'm fucking losing it. But the reality is, I could probably explain all of this in a calmer way, But I rather just let my anger get the better of me and just let it go because I have anger issues. I genuinely do have anger issues. But just clarifying, I do not have anger issues with like other people physically or anything. I do not do anything bad. I just get angry at stupid shit. But it just drives me insane because I want to just be normal. And maybe not normal exactly. I just want to fucking exist. That's it. I just want to exist for one day. One day where I exist and don't feel like I'm some fucking creature hiding in a cave, scared that the public is gonna find me and send me to Area 51 and dissect me. Like, I just wanna feel like I'm something. I wanna feel like I'm just not a fucking creature. I wanna feel like if I actually did something with my life, it would matter. If I met people, the connections would matter. I want to feel like anything I do matters, but it won't because I'm me and I don't change and I never will change because I am just irredeemable. And it fucking blows ass to have it trivialized as to just a simple, well, you're not trying hard enough. You've never tried your whole life. When have you tried? Oh, every day? Every day of your life you tried? Well, you must not be trying hard enough. Isn't that fun? Anyway, I'm being melodramatic again. I'm stupid. Anyway, the point being, the point being, this is just fucking awful, dude. The point being, I hate it. I hate having these empty advice bullshit slither out of the mouths of people who fucking don't know shit. Of people who live normal lives. They can go do normal things. They can make a friend on a moment's notice. They could fly on a plane to a different country, and even if they don't speak the language, they'd feel comfortable. They could get mugged with a smile on their face. They can have a family. They can do all this crazy shit. They can be a human. And then this person who is completely fucking different tells someone else it's so fucking simple. As they don't know who the fuck that person is. And they don't know what's in their mind. They don't know who the fuck they are. All they know is what they think they know. And what they think they know is that that person is just like them. Their brain, it functions the same. So advice that would work for them would work for all, right? It's not like this person's brain has giant fucking Swiss cheese holes in it with black rot growing all over. It's not like this person's body is decaying at a rapid rate. It's not like this person looks out their window daydreaming about what it would be like if they mattered to the world. No, they're just like me, an average citizen. So my advice will work for them. It doesn't. So that's my point, is that it doesn't. I hate empty advice. I'm miserable. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry for being melodramatic. I'm a diva, okay? I'm a diva. I slay, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna slay myself. Anyway, sorry. I think that's enough of this shit. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get too angry, so whatever.